If you think you aren't capable, just watch an episode of Life in the Stable. I'm your host, Mustango. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Wednesday morning. It is around 30 degrees. Still not a weather forecaster. I'm still not that. Don't think I have any plans to be that. But thank you guys so much for joining me, man. This is episode number 1 of Life in the Stable, man. This is going to be a podcast that I told you guys a couple videos ago that I wanted to take this podcast and I really wanted to take it to the next level. So I hope you guys enjoy this and I hope you guys just sit back, relax. Hey, if you're listening to me on the way to work, if you're listening to me just by TV, thank you guys so much. And I love you all, man. I love all the support that you guys keep on giving me. Each of you and just each like, it really does help me. It really does change the way that I do things here on this channel. It really does help me improve and just, and it really does guide me through this whole journey on YouTube. As we venture through all the topics that you guys send in, each and every single one, we are going to discuss it and we are going to just get to the bottom of whatever it is that's bothering y'all. With that being said, if you guys enjoy this content, man, if you guys want to see another podcast, make sure to leave a like down below, man. Leave a like down below and let me know what your favorite part of this podcast was. Let me know down in the comment section, man, down below as well. And if you guys are at all new to the channel, please subscribe, join the Noble Steeds. We are at 44 subscribers and I know that we can get to 50. It's been a goal of mine to get to 50, and as soon as we achieve it, I know that we can do 60 and whatever else is out there, man. We're gonna take it down one step at a time, one subscriber at a time. And yeah, I really wanted to start off this podcast this morning. I really want to start it off with a question, and this is something that I actually thought of before I started recording. What's the difference between a job and a career? I think a lot of you out there would think that these two terms are similar, that these two are actually the same. And when I started thinking about this question, it really just took me on a flashback, because when I left college, this was the start of 2019. But when I left with my girlfriend at the time, and one thing that she told me was, so when are you gonna start applying to jobs? So I started applying to jobs. I applied left and right. And I ended up settling on a customer service representative. What the job essentially was that I was gonna have to go to all of these stores and basically be those annoying people that try and sell you some, I don't know, some service or some crap. And after 2 days, I left. I left that job, and I never wanted to work at another business corporation again. Which, didn't actually end up working out, because I actually worked at one more. I told my girlfriend that, hey, that job didn't work out. And she got really mad at me. She got mad at me because I told her the amount that I would be making if I were to stay there. And the amount was, I was going to be making, I think to start off, I believe it was going to be $500 to $1,000 a week. And if I were to stay there for like 2 or 3 weeks, I could move up and I could make $2,000 or more, just depending on the type of opportunity and the type of direction that I wanted to go with that corporation. So when she found out that I left, she got really mad at me, and she was trying to tell me that I was wrong for leaving that job. And I basically just told her, look, that's a job. It's not a career. It's not something that I'm passionate about. It's not something that I was born to do, and it's not something that makes me happy. Now at the time, I didn't know what made me happy, because I had just left college. This was something that, all of this was new to me. Applying to jobs, just trying to find my spot in the world, thinking that I was just gonna be another blue collar person in this world. And the way that she made me feel after that just made me think that, was she really the one? But when it comes to that question, what's the difference between a job and a career? This is something that I feel like I know like the back of my head. A job is something that you have to go to. You go to every morning or every day. You have to go to work. You have to make money. You have to pay these bills. You have to pay rent, or you have to pay the electricity, the water. You have to pay whatever it is that you have to pay. So you have to be there. Not because you want to be there, but you have to be there. Sometimes you're not happy. Sometimes you're not happy going to a warehouse. You're probably not happy going to a construction site early in the morning. Maybe you work the night shift. Maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're doing plumbing. Whatever it is that you're doing. If you are not happy, if you were not born to do that, and if if you most certainly do not have passion, that is a job. It is not a career. A career is, to me personally, it's always been YouTube. But I never did realize that until I left college. And I say to myself all the time, things happen for a reason. Sometimes I never really understood why things happened the way that they did. But after being here on YouTube since 2019, when I first uploaded my first video, I felt a spark that I had never really felt before in my life. Every video that I posted on my channel, the amount of effort that I put in consistently, that I have continuously put in to this channel, just makes me realize that this is a career. I was motivated and I was inspired by so many content creators. This is my career because this is what I'm passionate about, that I would literally lay my life on the floor for this. I will literally put in hours and hours and hours of work. I even remember this one time in particular. I worked on my computer for about 8 or 9 hours straight, just continuously on there, just trying to find the best way to make a video for you guys, because I love you guys that much, because I have so much energy and just a drive for y'all, and I feel like this is what I was born to do. And yes, I still have to work a job, but regardless of it, this will always be my career, and I will always come back here to YouTube. Just from my experience, I encourage all of you guys. I want to tell all of you that if you guys are not happy, go out there, find what you were meant to do. Don't just sit at home and think that your dreams are dead, because let me tell you, I thought that. I honestly believe that after countless jobs of just leaving and just these jobs not working out, that I thought that my dreams would never come true, that I would never become anything better than just a blue collar person, that I was just meant to work at a warehouse, that I was just meant to just continuously fail. I was wrong, thankfully, and I was so glad and blessed to finally find my path on YouTube. And I encourage all of you to do the same. Go out there, find your own way, find your path, and I promise you, you'll look back at this episode and you'll also want to spread the word too. I want to move on to the next topic, but first I'm taking a drink of water. This video is not sponsored by Ozarka though, but hey, if you want to send me a sponsorship, I will do a video for y'all. Now, this next topic is coming in from a viewer. When I first looked at this topic, I thought that it was going to be a little too sensitive. So I'm going to try and not use too many, how do you say? I guess I'm going to try and just be, we're just going to dive straight into this. So the topic that we're talking about is going to be the homeless crisis in America. This video that I watched, it was about this guy named Tucker Carlson from Fox News, and he suggested Tuesday, and I believe this is back in January, but I had to write this down because I could not believe I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But he suggested Tuesday that social services for the homeless encourage homelessness and destroy nuclear families, also stating that homeless people should, quote, get the hell out of here. Now, when we talk about the homeless people, you know, I just think it's honestly really sad. I think it's really sad because a lot of people don't deserve to be homeless. They don't deserve to just be out there in the street during the cold, during, you know, if it's freaking hot outside, you know, because you guys know that in Texas, it gets really hot over here, over 100 degrees sometimes. And I feel for those people that do not have cold water, do not have AC, and when it gets really cold over here, there's some people that just don't have enough warmth, you know, so they're freezing out there, you know, and it's just a very sad situation. But I actually did some research about this, and I noticed that there is an increase in homeless people. There is an increase in, I want to say, just about everywhere. And I think it's always been a problem. It's been a problem that we haven't solved yet in America. And I just feel like there has to be a solution. There has to be some type of solution to fix this. It's just more people that are losing their homes. It's just more people that are just put in bad situations, that are just being grouped in as, oh, you are drug abusers, you are murderers, you are meth addicts, you are you are good for nothing. You don't contribute nothing to society. And I just think that it's just very unfortunate, because if you guys don't remember, when COVID started, there were a lot of small businesses that went out of business. Businesses that were applying for loans to try and stay alive, because nobody was going to their business. Nobody was going to their restaurant. Nobody was going to whatever it is that they had. Nobody was going because there was COVID. COVID-19 is probably one of the worst things that has ever happened to America. I honestly believe it's next to the Great Depression. It was just catastrophic, and I still think we are in the mix of things. I still think we are, we're probably on the outskirts, but we are still in that COVID-19 zone. Because, as you guys know now, there's Omicron, there's Delta, there are just SARS, there's just more mutations of the virus that's starting to just get everybody, starting to be international, and it's just bad. It's just really bad for everybody. But when we're talking about the homeless people, man, some of those people had a business. Some of those people had money. Some of those people were living great lives. And then COVID hit. And now they're homeless. So what do? Your whole life you've had your business. You've invested everything into that business. And COVID takes it away like that. So what do? And for people that were already put in a bad situation, because as you guys know, sometimes you're not dealt the best cards. Maybe you weren't born into a rich family. Maybe you weren't born living under a roof, just whatever bad circumstance. You're just doing the best you can with the cards that you were dealt with. And now there are groups of people that are bad in this world. Unfortunately, you have murderers, you have drug abusers, you have people that try and, there's traffickers, there's just a lot of bad groups in this world, regardless if they're homeless or not. But for Tucker Carlson to specifically categorize all homeless people as murderers, as just very bad people, is insane. His take was insane. It's just something that I couldn't believe. I watched the full 15-minute clip. But if you ask me what a solution is, what do I think the best solution is for all these people, I can't tell you, because I don't know myself. I don't know. Obviously, the people that have mental health issues, that certain percentage that do have actual issues, they need help. Everybody at least deserves the help to at least try and get better, or to at least find a place that will just help you treat yourself, to just take better care of yourself. But for an exact solution, I have no idea. And Tucker Carlson also states that politicians they have been building money and building budgets to build housing for the homeless people, to take them off the streets, which I think it is a really good thing. But he also states that other budgets, such as the police force, such as education, are not so high. And to that, I also think that's a problem. That's a problem, because we need the police. And even though there's so much negative issues whenever you mention the word police, there's obviously racism, and there's obviously a lot of bad issues. There's just a lot of problems. Not every officer is a good officer. There's some that were raised with bad morals, bad values. Overall, we do need the police force. And we need to be educated. We need to educate people. We need to educate more people. We need to educate as many people as we can. But to bring it back to the homeless people, I think everybody deserves a fair chance. Everybody deserves an opportunity to have a life, to build a life, to have success in life, to have the things that we always dreamt of having. You always want that car, you want that house, you want whatever it is. We all deserve an opportunity. But an overall solution, I wouldn't know. But we all deserve a chance. I need to take another drink of water. And I think with that, everybody, I think I am actually out of time for this podcast. So if you guys enjoyed this podcast, man, make sure you guys leave a like down below, man. If you guys are add-on new to the channel, please subscribe. We're on our way to 50 subscribers, man. We're only spreading positivity here on this channel. I don't want any negative vibes on this channel, man. If anything, I'm trying to get back to the community one day. So I hope you all really did enjoy this podcast. And if you guys have any type of comments, man, make sure to let me know down below. I don't really have that much more to say. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys next week. And I hope you all have a great and safe morning. I'll see you guys.